Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas everyone and a Happy New Year. Today I'm going to be talking about National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, the winner of the poll on Instagram stories. So let's get to it. Hey everyone, what's going on? Firstly, Merry Christmas, and I hope you all have a fantastic day and a fantastic New Year. If you're watching this on Christmas, if you're watching it after the fact, thank you so much for just taking your time to check out this video. My name's Mike, and today I'm going to be talking about National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation from the year 1989, as this was a first-time watch. Directed by Jeremiah S. Chechik. After researching them after watching the movie, they didn't really go on to do much other kind of projects, which is a little bit of a shame, but we have got a story written here by John Hughes. Now everyone kind of knows who John Hughes is, very big director and story writer, if you weren't aware of who he was. Now this movie stars Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo, and essentially tells the story of Clark Griswold, who absolutely loves Christmas. He's kind of prepared for Christmas until everything starts to go wrong, and then a series of absolute disasters, like a domino effect, takes place. So I've never seen this movie before, and what I had was some suggestions from my Patreon. I then put them into an Instagram poll, into competitions where I did like an elimination round. The final was National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation and Krampus. So National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation won, and this was a first time watch for myself and also a first time watch for my partner Emma. We watched it together because I said, look, I want to do this review for YouTube. She'd never seen it before, so I thought, okay, perfect opportunity to kind of get like two different viewpoints on this movie, if we agreed, if we disagreed, or one liked it or one didn't. So after watching this movie, what can I honestly say about it? Because this is known as like a Christmas classic for a lot of people. A lot of people absolutely love and admire this movie. And I just want to say that if you are in that camp, absolutely fair play to you. And I love hearing that and passion what people have for this movie. What I can honestly say about after checking this out is I thought this was a good movie. I certainly had plenty of laughs through it. But I don't think it's the Christmas classic that everyone says it is. I know, hot take right there. Okay, let me explain. I think a lot of it boils down to maybe if you watched this growing up as a kid or into your teenage years and now you're maybe an adult watching this review, or maybe you've been watching this for the next couple of years and you're just kind of coming into adulthood, or whatever the case should be. For me, however, as I said before, I watched this for the first time ever at the age of 32 years old. Now, I didn't have that nostalgia of the 1989 when this movie was released, or a couple of years afterwards. Although I was born in 1990, I had never seen this movie before. So I was going into this in 2022, checking it out for the first time ever. I can say that I certainly had some funny moments. I did certainly have some kind of laugh out loud chuckle moments, for sure. I'm not going to say that I didn't, because I certainly did. Some of the comedy here I thought was great. I was really enveloped in the scenes where it really had me laughing and really engaged and think, wow, okay, well, where's this kind of really ridiculous comedy gonna go next? Now, I've never seen any of the National Lampoon movies before, so this was kind of my first introduction. So I'm assuming it was kind of felt a little bit like a laugh a minute kind of comedy. I may be wrong, but that's what I kind of came across to me. Now, Beverly D'Angelo is a great actress. I think even in this movie, as stupid as it is, I still think that she gives a great performance. I will say that my favourite performance in this was William Hickey by far, but I know a lot of people love Chevy Chase and stuff like that. And yeah, he had some great moments, like the scene where he is putting up the light bulbs on the roof. That was fantastic. That was definitely one of the best scenes in the movie. Or when he's sliding down in the snow on that kind of grease-proof dining tray, whatever you want to call it. That was another great scene. So it definitely had some great moments here. The acting, you can't really say it's fantastic acting because it's going for this really hokey, kind of crazy comedy premise. And I think it really succeeds in that for most part. So I can't really say, oh, the acting's terrific here, because none of the actors were going for a really serious performance and they knew exactly what movie they were getting into. So yeah, I can only praise the actors and actresses for delivering their lines and delivering it in such a way that really fits this movie. In terms of where I'm going to go here, in terms of my negatives and why, being honest with you, I don't think this is maybe as a classic as a lot of people maybe view it is, there was moments where I didn't laugh in this movie. Now, don't get me wrong, not here to say that every moment in National Lampoon Christmas Vacation is going to make me absolutely in hysterics with laughter, because that's just not going to be the case, and that's not the case for any comedy movie for that matter. But there were certain moments where you could definitely just tell the comedy was coming. You could tell what gag was coming next, like when he's walking into floorboards and one kept hitting him and then he turned around and another one hit him. I was like, I could see that coming from a mile off when it happened. I didn't find it funny. I found like some of the moments where it didn't try to be too funny or unexpectedly was funny. Those were the best moments of the movie, and I wish it had more of that. I felt like kind of like the forced like kind of humor and gags. It took it away a little bit from me, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. I do wish that I'd checked out this movie way when I was younger, like even say in the year like 2000 or so, when I would have been like 10 years old at the time. I kind of wish I saw it around that point. But I can still say as an adult, I enjoyed it. I would go back and rewatch this movie at some point. I can't say to you that I'm going to watch this every single Christmas, because that's probably not going to be the case. But I can say I'm finally glad to have seen it. So thank you for voting on like the Instagram polls and the stories and the suggestions. I really hope that you've enjoyed this third annual Christmas special, because I've had a blast putting it together. But yeah, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I know a lot of people maybe watching this is going to really enjoy this movie and be like, Mike, what the heck are you even talking about? But if you are one of those people, leave any and all comments down below so we can continue the discussion down there. If you're in the camp like me, where you thought, right, this is a good movie, I had some good chuckles, but you don't maybe see it as like the Christmas classic, leave any and all comments down below so we can talk about it. As for my score for this movie, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 stars. So yeah, thank you for tuning into this third annual Christmas special. I just want to wish you, your family, your loved ones, or anyone who you're celebrating Christmas and holidays with, just a very Merry Christmas and the happiest of holidays. And thank you so much for tuning into this third annual Christmas special, whether you watched every single video that I've made, or even if this is just the one video that you are watching. I generally appreciate your support. But if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel by clicking the red button down below so I can see you again on a future video. And also, if you're unaware, I do have a Patreon. Yeah, over on my Patreon, I have a couple of tiers you can select from, which starts from £2 per month. And these tiers do include like early videos, my release schedules, say what goes onto the channel. You can actually pick out movies for me to review. There's so much stuff to find out about my Patreon. The link is down below in the description box if you want to check out more. And I want to give a big special thank you to all my awesome Patreons who help support the channel. But until the next time that I see you, I'll be seeing you later.